afternoon. On behalf of the Wesco High School administration, teachers, students, and staff, I'd like to welcome everyone here today for our student athlete, Bree Peña. Can everybody give her a big round of applause? Bree exudes what a Wesco High School student is to the very core. She's a great student athlete. She studies hard in class, and she's worked hard over the years to get where she's at. At Wesco High School, we always say hard work pays off, and she's a big, high example of that. Once again, everyone, a big round of applause for Bree. With us, I do have here Coach Eddie Serna, our UL coordinator. I'm going to turn over the mic at this time to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Perfetto. Again, on behalf of the athletic administration, I want to congratulate Bree and her family. It's a great honor to again, have someone sign. It really is a tribute to the type of student and athlete that we have here at Wesco High. Again, congratulations. No doubt that you're not going to disappoint. You didn't disappoint at Wesco High, and I'm sure at the next level you'll do just as well. So again, congratulations. And I still remember when you came up from B. Garza, a little hotshot freshman coming up to play ball, and now here we are celebrating this event. So again, just hopefully great memories here, and I know you're going to make some more at the next level. Congratulations again. I'm going to pass it on to someone that knows her more, probably better than mom and dad now. Maybe not, but Coach Fino, she's been a big part of Bree and her development, and we were just talking about it before we got started here, how well she's developed, and again, a big part of that is Coach Fino. Coach Fino.
Thank you. Yeah, I remember when Bree first got here, and it's difficult. It's difficult to really come in as a freshman and really experience, especially, a lot of playing time and kind of be the focus of the program. But, when Bree got here, she was good. She was a really good basketball player, I think the middle school records will probably indicate that. But she came in here and she had to play behind Angela Villarreal. And so that was a little tough for her. It was a big learning curve for her, especially to play at the speed that, we were used to. And, I think that she allowed herself to learn. She allowed herself to develop, especially as a freshman playing varsity ball, along some big dogs that our program has had. And because of that, as a sophomore, we were able to do that. We were able to definitely put a strong team, around her. And that's what you want. You want to focus on a few players, such as Bree, a few players such as Emily, and then you have other kids that are part of the program that just facilitate that team and help you excel, and that's what Bree's given us for so many years. Just yesterday, we were in athletics, and Coach and I were talking to the girls, and I had one of my players, and I won't mention any names, even though I know she knows who she is, and I had to stop the drill, and I told her, I don't need you to be Bree. I need you to be you. We're only going to have one Bree. We're only ever going to have one Bree, but I'm going to tell you something that I do want you to do. I want you to be like Bree in so many other ways, girls. I want you to be Bree in the loyalty that she has demonstrated to this program. I want you to be like Bree in the capabilities that she has shown as a student athlete. In case you didn't know, Bree is number 13 in her class, in this very, very tough, challenging graduating class. Number 13, okay? Her work ethic is undeniable, second to none. Bree is the type of kid that opens up the gym, and Bree is the type of kid that you literally have to sit there, tap your foot, cross your legs, huff and puff, like, I need to get home, Bree. Okay, she's that type of kid, you know. And I met her coach. I met her new coach this past weekend. And one thing that I told him, I said, Coach, I have a word of advice for you. I said, your family better be patient, because with Bree there, you're gonna have to stay late. She's going to want to perfect something. She's gonna stay in the gym until she gets it right. And that's the type of kid that we were blessed with, you know. And, you know, I know that comes from mom and dad, but ultimately it was up to her. It was up to her to want to be the best. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I have not had a kid, and I have had some great players at Wesco High School. A lot of great players. I've been so blessed to be here at this stage. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we were here with Emily, but I've been so blessed to have great players that have the ability to play at the next level. But I am gonna tell you one thing that sets this little girl apart. I have never had, ever had as many colleges coming after one kid as I did with her. Okay, and the reason being is because she is so multi-dimensional. I mean, you talk about a kid that's played the one position, 2, 3, 4. Even this year, we had her play the 5. I mean, I have my post sitting in front of me, playing with her phone right now, but she's bigger than my post, taller. Okay, so you know, we had to move her around through her 4 years at Wesco High School, and not once did she complain. Coach Medina will attest to the fact that anytime we needed Bree to do something, if we would have told Bree, you know what, Bree, in order for us to win this game, you have to sit all 32 minutes, Bree would have said, oh, okay, Coach, that's what I'll do. That's the type of kid that Brianna Peña is, okay? So all my young athletes sitting here, if there's one thing that I'm gonna tell you is you strive to be that person. You strive to be that kid, okay? She chose Hill College. She chose Hill College, and she chose well. Every time I would come up to Bree and say, hey, Bree, I have this school. What do you think? She's like, no, Coach, I already did my homework. That school doesn't have the program that I want. No, Coach, I don't want to go there. I already did my homework. I'm not going to be a good fit there. It was amazing to me. I was just telling Coach Serna, you know, it was amazing to me how there must have been at least 15 schools that contacted me over Bree. 15, that's a lot of schools. And every single one of those schools said, Coach, we will give her everything. And Bree decided to go to Hill College because she did her homework, because she's done her homework, obviously, for a lot of years. You're so deserving of this, mijita. You have given us a lot, mija. You have given this program, Wesco basketball, so much. And we're definitely going to miss you, but I wish you luck in all your future endeavors. And I know this won't be the last signing that we'll see her at, because she's got big dreams. And just like she had big dreams when she got to Wesco High School and she fulfilled them, she's going to fulfill them again. Best of luck to you. As I said before, part of the reason Bree is because of her parents. And her father, Joe Peña, has been such an inspiration for Bree, for a lot of our young athletes here. And so I know that he's got some words of advice for his daughter and, you know, maybe for everybody else, but I'll pass the mic over to him now.
Hi, I'm Joe Peña. Of course, I'm Bree's dad. Coach Fino had a lot of words to say. I don't think there's very much for me to say. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. But no, just to let you all know, just real quick in depth about Bree. Of course, just as you started as an athlete, you're not always great at what you start at. Okay, me being a coach, I can abide by that. And just to let you know, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of commitment. Okay. Dedication to get good at what you do. When Bree was young, she excelled at pretty much every sport she attempted, you know. And it started off with baseball, and then from there she went to golf, And I was a little worried there because I would take her, and man, she was getting a lot better than I was. So she did really well in golf. And then she got introduced to the orange ball. And she wanted to go outside and shoot some hoops. And this was at around maybe 5, 6 years old. And we went outside, and I just gave her the ball, and I said, let me see you shoot. So as soon as she shot the ball, I was like, you know what? This is going to be her hook. I mean, I knew right then and there that this was going to be her sport. The following weekend, during that week, she was getting ready, putting on a dance uniform to go cheer and some makeup and stuff. And, you know, we went on our way and stuff, and we went to go do the thing because that was Mom's thing, okay? And we went to go do our thing. And then as soon as we got back, she got in the shower, got dressed, took everything off, and she went outside and started to get that ball. She started to get that ball. And she started to, hey, Dad, well, show me some dribbling skills. So I showed her some skills. I showed her a little bit of skill play and things like that about what the game was. Okay? Lo and behold, she joined Boys and Girls Club in Wesco. And she did really well, although she was a little discouraged because she was the one that was doing all the dribbling. She was the one that could shoot. She was the one that was mechanically inclined with everything that had to deal with the sport of basketball. And she's like, Dad, I need some help. You go, well, I mean, this is where, you know, you need to step up and you need to teach these kids or give them some input as far as the game, you know. And when she started young, she failed, you know, and she would finish her games and she would be crying, and she'd say, Dad, why? Why can't we win? Why can't we this? And I told her, in life, you're going to fail. In life, you're going to fail, and you just got to find ways to succeed. You got to find ways to succeed. So what can you do to better your game? What can you do to better your team? You go, Dad, well, I can do this, and I can do that. And I told her, don't get discouraged. Just keep going. And she played and played and played, and lo and behold, every game they lost, until one game which brought memories back because when she played her game against, who was it? Laredo United over there in Roma, where she scored 30 points. That happened to her when she was 8 years old. And she was shooting threes. It happened at Wesco East Gym. She was shooting threes, and she was playing against a team from Edinburgh. And they should have blown them out, but they won by 1. And she scored that last shot. And she was like, wow, Dad. She was so amazed with her gameplay and things like that. And her success continued from there. All right? She got to middle school, and she continued playing. She refined her skill work. And, you know, she did her work in the classroom and things like that. But she was never just given the ball and to say, like, hey, I can play, I can do this, I can do that. As she grew up, she told me, well, Dad, what can I do to better my game? She always asked me questions, what can I do to better my game? I said, well, you can shoot with your right, but can you shoot with your left? So I told her, well, no. Do I need to know? She said, well, you become a two-dimensional player, that'll make you a double threat. You can go right, left, you can do all kinds of things. And that's what she did. She was committed into doing those things, but she put the work in on her own. She never said or just sat there and said, well, you know what, in practice I'll do this. She did the work at home. She did a lot of the work on her own. So, I mean, her accomplishments are beyond means great. But, I mean, she's a great athlete, but in great success comes a lot of work and also sacrifice. And I know us as coaches, we know what sacrifice is, okay? We put in a lot of our time, and we don't get paid for our time. We get paid for our work, right? So that being said, in the summers as she grew up, she met a lot of people down the road that put in time to help her, all right? And some of those people started, there were some people, I believe it was, I have some notes here. I mean, I have, let's see. I have Robert Casas from Edinburgh. He invited Bree, like, to come and put in some work and invited her to play at some tournaments. I have gentlemen like Julius and Clarence Allgood in the summer. They dedicated their time to invite Bree to go and put work in the summer. We had Coach Bradley, Coach David, and Robert Garcia from Donna, who also opened up the doors to their gymnasiums and told her to come on in, and we'll give some skill work for her. From that point on, we can't forget our select teams. We have David Arce and Omar, who were also in charge of Huesuco Thunder. I know the first time that they saw her, it says, well, you think she want to play with us? You go, well, why don't you ask her? She's right there. So they asked her, and they invited her to play, and she played ball with them. Okay, we can't forget Ralph Torres, right? Everybody knows Ralph Torres. Ralph Torres also played a big part in Brianna's success as far as playing ball. In the summer, as she grew up and she started with her varsity and league play, I got to give my hats off to Haley Hernandez and Laura Van Tilbert. They also put in some time on their own as far as also from attending college to come and practice with the girls, and Bree as well. Another thank you goes to Clarissa Redondo. She put in a lot of time, travel time, going to tournaments, putting time aside to practice. All this stuff is done just voluntarily. They're not getting paid. Okay? And lastly, I have to thank Coach Fino, Coach Medina. You know, I know that it was very grueling, but thank you for all your help that you did in the summer with Brianna, and of course all the girls. I know that when she would go to the workouts, she loved them, she enjoyed them, she loved all the new environment you provided, the new work ethics, things like that made her who she is now. She would come home and says, Dad, today I threw up. You go, well, that's good. Because that means, hey, I told her, that means that your work ethic was tremendous, that you didn't slack off at all. So that's what it's all about. You know, success is not easy. Okay? You got to grasp it. You got to take it. Okay? It doesn't come to you. Nobody hands it to you. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. Okay? And again, it didn't come shorthanded. A lot of people were involved in this. Okay? And they all put in their time. Okay? Not once did I say, Bree, hey, let's get up, let's go to the gym. Not once did I do that. Not once did I grab her and say, we're going to go to my gym and go practice. Not once did I did that. Okay? It came from her. Okay? She came to me and says, Dad, what are you doing? Well, Dad, mija, I just finished cutting the grass. Well, can we go to your gym? You know what? Hey, I got up and let's go. You hear, Dad, aren't you tired? You hear, it's okay. Let's go. You want to go to the gym? Let's go. Let's go practice. Go get some balls. Okay? That's what it takes. Okay? You got to be willing to do the work yourself. Nobody's going to hand you anything. In life, nobody hands you anything. Okay? That's just the way it is. All right? I want to say thank you very much for all your work. Lastly, I want to thank all the athletes. You girls know who I'm talking about. Because without your work ethic and without your job that you would do in the court in practice, there's no way that her skill play could be as good as it is. We are just very fortunate that we're a part of the best program in the Valley. Okay? And I thank you all for that. Okay? Mija, I wish you the best of luck. You've always been successful. Okay? I don't even think you know how to fail. Okay? Any obstacle that comes your way, you know how to overcome it. I wish you the best of luck. I love you, okay? And I'll be seeing you go play some ball. Understand that? You know, and I'm one of those parents that's very fortunate that I don't only have a daughter, but I have a son, and I have a perfect role model of my daughter, and they play ball together. So he's following in the same footsteps. He's coming from B. Garza. He already won his first district championship, undefeated. So I'm just grateful that I have not one, but I'm looking forward to two, hopefully in a couple of years. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peña. I'm going to pass it over to Mom, see if she has a few words. Mom? All right. Bree?
Okay. First of all, I just want to thank God for giving me this opportunity and stuff to play at the next level and putting me in this predicament. And I also want to thank my teammates for helping me. Also, I mean, their work ethic just fed off of me and stuff. And I want to thank my parents for all the sacrifices they've made and the investments they've made to put me in the place that I am right now. And I want to thank my coaches most of all for all their sacrifices and for making me a better player, and also for making me a really good person off the court also. And yeah. I also want to thank my family, my grandparents are right there, for making the time to support me and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Bree. Now let's wish it. Let's see the occasion now and witness the signing of our student athlete. Thank you. All right, big applause for Bree. All right, Bree. Once again, I want to thank everyone for their presence here today on this special occasion. We have a great student athlete here, a great model of what a Wesco high school student is. Also want to thank the parents very much over these years. Bree put in a lot of work, as coaches have said, and her family. You know, it does take a lot of hours in the gym, working hard. Also, her studies are excellent. She's an excellent student athlete, and she is going to be successful. I want to thank the parents, friends, everyone who supported her in her cause. Once again, big applause for Bree. I want to thank everyone for their attendance here today. Thank you.
It means a lot, obviously, especially to these little girls that start playing basketball and have huge dreams, you know, and for all of their hard work to culminate in a way like it did for Bree. It's tremendous. It's a tremendous accomplishment, you know. She gets to follow her dream. She gets to continue playing a sport that she loves, and she gets to continue her education.
It's every athlete's dream to play at the next level, and I was surrounded by the right people, the right coaches to do so. All the sacrifices they've made. I've been blessed to be part of this program and to be surrounded by a supportive family. And I mean, it's just an amazing moment for me, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for me playing at Hill College and hopefully university after that, because it's a junior college.